Tony Williams. Should I say Mayor Tony Williams or not really?
Not while I'm out in the water and wearing shorts. It's probably not a good idea.
This is the electorate. This is the famous Fitzroy River. What an amazing system it is.
It is. The mighty Toonabar or Fitzroy River is something there that we're very proud of, and something there that we're seeing as an asset to our region going forward. So a lot of investment happening over the life of this council over the last few years. But turning into a fishing mecca, home of the mighty barramundi and the king threadfin salmon.
Home of the mighty barramundi. That is like the biggest understatement I've ever heard. And for me, for a long time, I would go, I'm going Townsville, Cairns, Port Douglas, and I get through, let's get through the traffic, beauty, see you later, Rockhampton. That is not the case. So a big change, I guess, was the net-free, when we turned it into a net-free zone. How long ago was that?
Yeah, look, in 2015, the state government, to their credit, looked at a number of net-free zones along the Queensland coast, and Rockhampton region was one of those areas that was considered at that time. So from 2015, the nets have come out. The commercial fishing's not happening in the river anymore, and we've just seen the fish growth go gangbusters since that time.
Insane. So that's 8 years, and the fact that just this morning we're having a coffee and relaxing. We had a young fella here, local guy Kobe Pascoe, who's a bit of a gun, I must admit. He got a $1.30 saltwater barramundi, and Queensland Empowerment, you're a chance of catching one of those mega ones, depends on which one and what stage the recruitment's at. But to catch a saltwater barramundi at $1.30, and I think Kobe said he's got 20 over $1.20 in the last bit of time, and that's insane. I don't know anywhere in the country where trophy fish right here. You can see where we are, buildings, and that's amazing.
You're right, Guesty. Where can you catch over a metre plus barramundi in your CBD? There's not many, and they're wild barramundi, not impoundments.
They're the fair dinkum runs, big yellow fins on them.
And that's part of the net-free. We're seeing that growth happening. We've just done a study, and the data that's come through, those fish now are over 25% bigger than what they were before the nets were there.
Wow.
So you can see that both in the barramundi and the king threadfin salmon, where you're lucky to get a metre long one. Now the norm's about 130 in the king. That's a great tourism attraction for our region. But we're very keen in understanding that we, through our recreational fishing development strategy, looking at the sustainable fishing, and those big fish over a metre, we encourage people to a voluntary code of practice and put those fish back into the system. Absolutely,
they're all big breeding females. Those massive big barra are all females. They're all your big brood stock, and the fact that if you can get a $1.30 barra to breed, then the genetics are there. You've got great genetics, and that's a fantastic thing with this Fitzroy system. But not only here, further down the mouth of the Fitzroy, you've got places like Inkerman Creek and Port Alma. Just put a new boat ramp in at Inkerman Creek too.
Yeah, only this week, $3.8 million boat ramp down in Port Alma. That's the first of two boat ramps. The other one will go into Casuarina Creek on the other side of Inkerman.
Yep.
Such a large Fitzroy Delta, more access, and giving the fisher people more opportunity to get in and out on the water is something there. The river will have a number of flows throughout the year, and it doesn't fish really well. This will allow us for people to go down and fish the mouth and the delta, where you can fish all year round basically. So it gives that option when people are coming up here to experience that fishing and stop and stay and catch that trophy fish.
Absolutely, that fish the Fitzroy. Fishing the Fitzroy is what it's all about. But even out the front, I've had some amazing fishing sessions. Had cricketer extraordinaire Mark Tubby Taylor up here. Threadfin salmon went out the front. He had a ball catching PB, long-tailed tuna and big cod and all sorts of things. There's all your redfish out on the reef as well that you can access out the front there. Just so many options. And it's all right here in Rocky. That's awesome.
That's right. It's been a bit of a secret, well-kept secret for many years, but I think the cat's out of the bag now.
It's definitely out of the bag. I've travelled 17 hours to get here, and I'll be back next year. Don't worry about that.
Good on you, Guesty.
Cheers, mate. Thanks, Tone.
Well done.